Okay, my friends, as promised, I have here those mean, nasty, dirty, downright disgusting, but invisible germs. Funny story, this book was written before the COVID virus came around. So we're going to see a whole bunch of other germs, but everything in the book about the other germs, it's good advice for the COVID virus too. So let's take a look. Here we go. This is Rosa. She is 5 years old. One day when she was at school, painting the most beautiful rainbow, a mean, nasty, dirty, downright disgusting, but invisible germ got on her hand. It was the kind of germ that can give you an earache. And if you could see it, because the thing with germs, you can't really see them. They're very, 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 very small. But if you could see it, maybe it would look like this. Oh, does that look like the kind of germ that could give you an earache? Look at how big those ears are and how sad that face is. It looks painful. The next germ came along while Rosa was building a space station with wooden blocks. It was a mean, nasty, dirty, downright disgusting, but invisible germ. It was the kind of germ that can give you a headache. You can't see it, but if you could, maybe it would look like this. Does that look like the kind of germ that can give you a headache? I think it does. Ow, ow, ow. Well, then Rosa was reading the most interesting story in school. But while she was doing that, a mean, nasty, dirty, downright disgusting, but invisible germ got on her hand, and it was the kind of germ that can give you a sore throat. If you could see it, maybe it would look like this. Oh my goodness, what a long neck it has. Yep, that looks like the kind of germ that could give you a sore throat. Well, next, Rosa was playing dress up, pretending to be a grown-up, when a mean, nasty, dirty, downright disgusting, but invisible germ got on her hand. It was the kind of germ that can give you a temperature. It can give you a fever. And if you could see it, maybe it would look like this. Oh, what a hot germ that is. Oh, it really doesn't look comfortable at all. And then last but not least, the most horrible, the worst, the meanest, nastiest, dirtiest, most downright disgusting, but invisible germ of them all got on her hand while she was driving her truck to Alaska. It's the kind of germ that makes you throw up. Oh, those are terrible. And if you could see it, maybe it would look like this. That does look like a germ that might make you throw up. Now, can you see all the germs on Rosa's hands? Here, look closer. No, you can't see the germs on her hands. Look at your own hands. Do you see the germs on my hands? Do you see the germs on your hands? No, because they're very, 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 very tiny. They're so tiny, they're invisible. They're so tiny you can't see them. They're not visible. But we know the germs are there because when you touch things, you get the germs on you. But Rosa knows what to do about it. She knows how to get rid of the germs. I have a feeling you know too. You know that Rosa, before lunch, is going to wash her hands. She washes her hands with plenty of soap and water, and she does the rubbing. She rubs her hands together and rubs all the parts of her hands to get all the soap all over those germs and help those germs slip right off. She couldn't hear those germs, but while she rubbed and scrubbed and rinsed, "Yikes!" screamed the germ that can give you an earache, and it went swirling, whirling down the drain. "Ow, foiled again!" shouted the germ that can give you a headache as it went swirling and whirling down the drain. There they go. "Whoa, whoa!" cried the germ that gives you a sore throat, and it went swirling, whirling down the drain. "Oh no!" steamed the germ that gives you a fever, and it went swirling and whirling down the drain. There they go. I've told the children before, I'm going to tell you now. That's why I tell you don't play with the suds in the bottom of the sink, because that's where the germs are. After they come off your hands, they're still in the suds. You have to let the suds go down the drain. You'd think that was the end of all those horrible germs, but oh no, there was one germ left behind. If you could see it, maybe it'd be hanging on, and you know which one it is. There was one germ left behind. It was the meanest, nastiest, dirtiest, downright disgustingest, but most invisible germ of all. The kind that makes you throw up. Those are no good at all. And it was hiding out right there in the palm of Rosa's hand. But remember, Rosa, she's very smart. She knows what to do. She knows germs like wet places, and Rosa's hands were wet from washing. So, and germs like warm places, and our bodies are always warm. So being the wonderfully intelligent child that Rosa is, she knew this, and you know what she did? She took a paper towel and she dried her hands too. Now I've seen the children do this, where you take the paper towel and you crunch it up in a ball and throw it in the garbage. But that's not what we're going to do. We're going to use that paper towel and rub it on the inside of our hands and the outside of our hands. We're going to rub that paper towel in between our fingers. We're going to get our hands nice and dry, and that will help get the last of those germs off. She couldn't hear it, but the germ that makes you throw up said, "I'll be back," as Rosa threw it into the waste paper basket. And then Rosa picked up her peanut butter and banana sandwich with her clean, germ-free hands. She took a bite and she said, "Simply delicious." Look at her happy face. She likes eating her lunch with nice, clean hands. And even though she knew all those mean, nasty, dirty, downright disgusting, but invisible germs would be back, Rosa felt safe and happy because she knew what you need to know. Hand washing gets rid of all of the germs. All different kinds of germs. The end. All righty. Thank you for listening.